welcome to the 6th episode of Cypher. So I thought I was on for the last 2-3 minutes, and so I did a whole intro that is not recorded on the live, obviously. And for the 2 people who tuned in, thank you for joining. Much love. So this is, I guess, a Cypher through time. Today's topic is on pointers, ideas, and people that have inspired me. And so since it's just me, Peter couldn't make it today. We'll be getting Peter's views on the people and ideas that have inspired him next week. And so so it'll be a Cypher through time, and maybe we can get other guests on that. We'll see how this goes. So thank you for joining. Let's see if the levels are good before we start. Are the levels good? Are the levels good? Can someone in the chat just mention if it's working alright, or do I have to section off more volume for the stream or my voice? I'm not sure if I can understand what I hold. Gotta figure out where to point so I cannot go cold. Remain hot on this beat even though it's flowing sweet. Understand that all these things I have inside me are just dreams that I'm manifesting in the present. Don't really understand how to get ever. Seems like it's working alright. That was my phone in the background, so alright. Comes back to the basic. Understand we don't have to ever say shit. We just get with a third eye. But it seems like we can really process what we see. There are too many neurons connected to the cerebral cortex in front of our head, so we can never forfeit our presumptions, ideas of things the way they were meant to be. Just trying to be me, but it seems like there's too much junk inside of me. Too many ways I section, try to differentiate beyond the spectrum of life. See, it's not divisible, but with my mind I use it to create distinct ideas, people, phrases. But it seems like we all live in amazement. No more since we were kids, we just adopted language to keep us poor. Poor of sight, poor of insight, imagination. But I'm trying to take back the narration as I go back to a place in time, so I can just not be left behind, but come out and prove with my mind I can overcome the obstacles that I see inside. It's all violet, or it's those shades of blue. Just trying to be alright, but it seems like I never can do. Go back to a place I already know, but it seems like I don't ever wanna slow, so I just react to how it is. Just trying to be eclectic as shit, so I can break through the vision and not really worry about when the beat cuts off. Alright, so pointers. So I guess of the ideas and people with ideas that I've heard about, read about, watched, most influential, probably this dude called Krishnamurti. So let me see if I can. See, there are many ideas that you can use as shoes, put on as sneakers, that you can use to run down this road that they call life. But it seems like all this strife in my head got me thinking twice, got me moving from side to side, not really moving in a consistent line to a straight path that they all claim that they know from all their scriptures. But really it's the way you depict your life. How do you put it all into perspective? It's not right how they have us living individual. I'm trying to break free from the mundane spiritual. That whole idea that we already know who we are. You gotta really question for yourself, or you'll be left with nothing but other people's ideas of what it's meant to be, as the section of you and me put us in the boxes so we can no longer bridge what we know, to be able to come to a place in time where we can just flow free with the rhyme, flow free with my line, so I can come inside from the back of my mind, cause it seems like that's where I lie, behind my eyes, between my ears. But it seems through the years I haven't observed that it's not really clear. I'm just like that attention deficit, but it seems like I can forfeit this whole image of myself living in my head. But really when I want to think about it, do the meditative, just go into my skin and try and pretend I'm my fingers, and then notice that I can really have no center of being. That's another way to see, don't you understand me? Just trying to do this different as I flow on free, trying to make believe with my words what I can, but I still don't understand what I hold in my hand. Hold on, how do I do it? Not really sure, will I quit? Maybe at times, but it's alright, cause I know that there's a deeper purpose in my mind, that I can flow on with the beat in this deep sleep. Oh no, it's just a slow down, I might just go on, flow on, that chill vibe, I mean I hold on, breaking down to the very many possibilities that I've had in my mind through the years. But it seems like I haven't overcome my fears. How do I even look at them? There's so many things that I can't even pretend to know. They're deep in my subconscious, but it seems like I'm never gonna solve them. This conundrum of just living in insecurity, a brain that does not have that sense of peace. It seems like it won't make it whole. It's just another hole through which they used to put their own ideologies or contradictions, and have me spinning in my own assumptions. Hold up, I'm doing this all wrong. Gotta figure out how to play a new song in my mind as I go on top of the top. All I know is that when it drops, it'll be hot. See, I can go with the switch flow. That's how I know I can really roll with it. But it seems like at times I just slow with it. Take a deep breath in my mind and grow with it. Cause at times it seems like I can't. Just not trying to do my own part, but I just flow on naturally, and that's the effective way, you see. Alright. See how I can stay more on point, because I feel, I don't know, I guess comments or ideas from people, whether you're watching this in the present or at a later time. I guess this is the 6th episode. I mean, I guess my freestyle has kind of improved over the last month or so, since we started doing this. But also I notice obviously a lot of deficiencies in how I do it. But I don't know if that is too much of a self-critique, or whether it's actually like I should stay more on point and try and break free from the rhyme schemes or the rhymes that I feel I use, because it's easy to stay in rhythm when you're not worried about how you're going to end the next sentence. Yeah. Yo, and also shout out to Chill Cow. I mean, shit, man, I've been listening to this channel since I was last 5-10 years almost. I mean, before any of these live streams or shit, like, yeah, he has some great playlists. Do check him out, there's some mad artists on the channel. Obscurity. Get it out. I wanted that song. Break free from these chains that I've lived behind the pain. See, my mind remembers it as a distinct motion, so I'm not sure how to change my motion to flow with it better. It seems like I can, so I just don't cry. I keep it all inside, bottle it up till it breaks me at night. Cause I can't look through my frights and see that it's all in my mind. These prejudices that diss me on merit, and consequently it doesn't matter. See, I might slip up and I hold that grudge in my head till I go to sleep in my bed and never let it go. And that's how I get pulled down into the soul flow. But I gotta rise above, keep my head above the water, so I can notice how we treating each other. Not just inside my head, but really all these thoughts running instead. I gotta keep lying so I can go in, but it seems like I'm not ever giving in. It's that JH fly passion now, but I know that. Hold up. Breaking free so I can move. Understand that this is the groove. Not really sure, but I'm not doing it okay, but I just move to another rhythm, trying to bridge the schism between you and I as I multiply in my mind these thoughts. Neurons, they go off, they multiply. Try to diversify what I know, but it seems like I move slow every time I take a break and look underneath the glow of the lights that EEG shows me. But maybe it's just more for me, more for you. If you notice your truth, that it doesn't have to be this way, it's all gonna be okay. Just hold up a little bit as we take another slow step and move quick, trying to do better, but it seems like we're not. Just trying to give a fuck, but no one is not. No one really is not trying, cause they don't really see the point anymore. They've already been gullible enough to fall down to this current predicament. Oh, know what to do, we're just so divisible, so we don't realize what lies behind the multiplicity of the duality. I'm talking about other worlds, but really no one just wants to just be free within their own head. See, the mind is used to framing whole world as problems, so we blaming. Not sure, but we need to rearrange it, but we can't, so we're just stuck in the matrix. Wasted. Yo, yo, yo. Alright, to the two viewers who are still here, much love. If you want, just do a shout out in the comments if you're enjoying or not enjoying. It's cool. All feedback is welcome. Let's see. I guess I talked a little bit about Krishnamurti, and I broke down a couple of ideas, but I don't think I've really gone into the meat of it. Before I do, let me try another live stream. Something a little more upbeat, maybe. Okay, so I guess one of the most influential ideas that I heard from Krishnamurti was on the concept of learning. Let me try and break this down. Trying to wake up from the matrix, but it seems like no one can take this. So we're just putting it aside, these thoughts in our mind, as we focus on what it is we've actually found. But it seems like we're wound to try and just understand, appropriate the understanding in a certain way. That's why knowledge takes its words and we don't change our own ways as we move. The wheat just switched, so I'm on the groove. I'm trying to live my life, just really chill. I don't really wanna confront my ills, confront my will. It seems at times gotta make free with peace of mind. Understand how to appropriately ingest it, so I just keep it as words in my mind as I look, try and find how to just move the same way I did, cause I don't really want to change myself in the moment, rather just take a step back and hold it. So I'm living kinda free, all I know is that I don't have to be me anymore, cause there's so many news that when I receive I refuse. Not sure, but it seems like that will do, so I just know that I gotta find another way to rearrange myself in the present, try and digest a piece of information and let it rearrange what I think is my own consciousness, so I can rise above what I know, like live in the beautiful present. Life doesn't have to be so hard, but at times we just really try so hard, we can't really give that up, and we're scarred from just failing all the time, or just railing ourselves, wailing at the long line, not really sure, but we're being left behind, trying to digest this feeling I'm needing to reading from the times that we never felt like we had no healing, so we're just breaking free at this time, but then we just sectionalize this as another small part of ourselves, not all of ourselves, and that's why we fall on ourselves. Ain't that a crazy anthology? Maybe that's you and me, but we gotta rise above it if we wanna overcome, you see, cause now we created machines that think for themselves, but aren't trapped behind the way they already thought before. I mean, they're evolving faster than you and I will ever know. Not really teaching our kids to learn, but we do that to our machines, and that's why we're gonna be left behind in the future. Gotta come behind and suture, or else we're gonna get neutered. Yeah, so the idea is a machine can hear or learn something, and then it can change what it does, and you and me can't do that because we have grown attached egoistically and mentally to how we used to think. And so even though we find information that should fundamentally change who we are, it doesn't. It just gets stored as words, and we think who we are is what we were before, when really what we were before were other ideas that kind of invaded our minds. And that's a mad concept. It's especially mad living in an age where you can come across information that will totally change your perspective at any moment. It's just right in front of you, but no one does this, and no one even talks about doing it, you know. And so Krishnamurti was in the 70s, 80s, 90s, at the beginning of computers. He was an old dude already then, and yeah, he was breaking it down. He was breaking it down. Yeah, he was breaking it down like only an old man can, you know, just like after having thought about or had the time to think about things for a long time. I guess that's another problem like these days, even though like we're living through a lot of time, we don't have the time to think about all these thoughts that we do confront, because there's always another thing too. And so we build defenses more than we build ourselves. So I guess to the people in the chat, or the people watching live, and maybe the couple of people watching live, and maybe the couple of people who watch this after. I don't know, I haven't been playing any instrumental like playlists simply because I don't know, it feels like cheating. Then it's not like I have practiced any of the instrumental playlists or written anything over them, but like this seems more naturally freestyle. But should I maybe make it not so? See, we're ill-informed in the way we need to learn. Not really sure, but it seems like all this knowledge does burn. Instead of setting us free, it just consumes ourselves indefinitely. That's why we'd rather give it up. Stop giving up, cause it seems like it's all too much. Trying to break free from these bonds, but it seems like I can never go wrong when I'm on this mic. I just do it right. It's so confusing, but I move with my line so obtrusively. It seems like no one else can see what it needs to be, so we're just stuck in the same rhythm. But I know that to bridge this schism, you can't really go wrong in this life. You just gotta come on, do well. But it seems like no one wants to confront their own ideology. It's a neurology to the way we living in time. Gotta figure out this brand new line so I can come on off the top. But it seems like I can never figure out how it's gonna drop. But it seems like I give it all that I got. See, it's ill-informed, you can't see the title, cause I haven't moved the screen properly, cause I haven't really figured out how to do this yet. I'm just making up on the spot, trying to multitask, but it seems like there's just too much to ask. How did we get this way? Not sure. What are we gonna do? Not really sure. So I just keep screwing up my words as I move, trying to figure out how to get in this groove. Relax, take the chill, study break. See, that's the keywords on the right side of the microphone. No, wait, that's the keywords on the right side of the picture. I'm just trying to picture what it means to be right now here in this moment. But really no one wants to confront and own it, cause there's too many problems rising to the surface. Not really sure if we don't deserve this, so I just go off the top, trying to figure out with all this knowledge that I got. Doesn't seem to help, trying to understand what is good for my health, so I just live life in reverse, trying to disperse these seeds of meaning. Wake from the dreaming so I can move on and stop believing. But really it's a cheese thing. It's that real thing that you don't see when you want to go on. But really no one wants to give up, so we're just slowing down on the red light. But it seems like we cannot turn it on, cause these technology we haven't built don't really know what's going wrong. Do we just ignore it and move? Oh no, that's a brand new groove, and it's gone away too soon. Alright, how long are we in the stream? Oh shit. Alright, so we're like 2:25. decent. Damn. So I guess we'll keep this stream short. We'll try and keep it to an hour, maybe. I mean, if you want it to last longer than an hour, then take it minute by minute. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I should just go one to another person that's really inspired me. Cause I know it can seem dreary when I go around the same spots that I've gone on before. Finna go crazy like Diddy, but it seems like I never do me, so I never do wrong. Okay, it's just been so long, so maybe talk about someone else more present, someone living right now that's doing real experimentation to confront the way we think. I mean, you don't even have to blink, you just have to open your eyes before you can surmise what you mean. Why you say that you're feeling a certain way, I mean, what exactly is that? See, there's this classical theory of emotions. I mean, it's about how we move through the motion, how our mind thinks when we are confronted by reality. It's another tragedy we don't see. You see, the way we think is not. It's so natural, it just doesn't realize that it's metaphysical. Everyone's just trying to break it down into discrete emotional patterns, but really it's a go-getter. But it seems like I can do better if I just think of how it is. But it seems like no one is giving a shit about the way they really work in their mind. They just assume the certain ways, and that's their demise. Hold up, need to do it right, need to take a little breath and wake up from where I knew before. But this beat now has got me on the floor like I can do better. Gotta figure out who's next, but it seems like I can do better. I can do better in my own mind if I focus with all of my might. Where it's at, not sure, but it seems like this is a trap. I'm just going in circles, but I can react to another piece of mind, but a piece of way. Gotta figure out another way to say hold up. Just thinking about what's happening in life, not really sure if we're focusing on the right analogy. Otherwise we're just gonna be another casualty of our own ideas. Alright, so we're gonna talk about Dr. Lisa Barrett and her mad influential work, I feel, on me at least, on the theory of emotions. And she's, I mean, if you've ever been confused about, why you act a certain way, I mean, my whole life I was trying to narrate it in different ways, and usually like the narration is in retrospect. And yeah, let's see if I can. Gotta rhyme this in retrospect, but I don't give enough of respect to myself, so I just know that I don't really focus on what I know. It's that how do I really articulate what I've been through when I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Trying to rearrange what I know to make sense of it. They say it's different emotions. If you're sad or happy, it's another roller coaster that's going through your body. But really it's the way your brain works. It's the same between you and I. Gotta figure out how to fry it, how we live this life, how we thinking twice about why we're doing things really the way we do. Not really sure how do we come through on this microphone as I move through the spaces between me and you, and try and bridge the gaps that we all have in our brains as we try and contemplate on this pain of being alive. I mean, it keeps us up at night sometimes, but we gotta figure out how to deal with all the fright in our mind. How do we contextualize what is happening? It seems we don't realize all this crapping in that's being fed to us since we were kids, taught what to fear, what to go after, living life of pleasure. But it seems we're a hella maker, but it's never clearer. On this microphone, I don't do it. Alright. breaking through so I can see. Not really sure if I can be anything inside myself. Maybe I can be better for my health, but it seems like I can't at times. So I just gotta figure out brand new lines as I look at myself in the camera. Maybe it's the new age mirror, black as shit, so they going to notice it when it cracks and it splits and it's all in front of our shit. Oh no, what we gonna do different? Not really have a clue, so we're just making more noise, trying to figure out if that's our choice. But really it's the way we anoint the present with purpose. I mean it's derivative, but we gotta figure out it's all relative. It's all how we make that connection in our heads. Trying to make it slow, but I gotta go fast, so I don't really look past all these things in my mind as I look and find what does it mean to be alive. I mean, I might have said that before, but it seems like every time I look at the door in my mind that I open inside and try and realize that it's all one thing. Not really sure what the thought might bring. Don't digest it right, so we're off to the side, not off to the minds. But I go that if I can rise above it, might just be me. Maybe I see, maybe I can go farther, but really it's just faster. It's not really better, but it seems like maybe on this beat I can do really better if I focus on the problem that I really understand. But it seems like none of that comes to my mind, so I'm not really sure what I should grasp. But I know that all these words come out and I find what I mean, what I don't know. But it seems like I will never show this. But it's what am I saying? I mean, I might just go back and rearrange it. Rearrange what I'm saying so I can come clear. Stay on topic and overcome my fear. Cause it's all about that, running away from fear and towards pleasure. See, my brain's just trying to understand itself, same like me. So I don't really have to go outside. You see, I can't look inside to understand what hides behind the layers that they call identity. It's security, the way I put myself in different proportions. It's the commotion that splits me inside as I move. Gotta figure out another way to bridge this groove so I can move better. But it seems like my head is just left in the gutter. Oh no. Let's see. In the gutter as I move, I'm not sure what to do. Gotta figure out another way to get a new move, but it seems like I can't, so I just think fast with my mind. Gotta figure out how to bridge it right that I see inside my mind. Gotta overcome it, but the obstacle is big, so I'm not really sure if I'm getting with it or I'm going in a circle round this mode. Trying to need a boat, but it seems like I haven't learned to build one. I'm not a carpenter, not really sure, but it's hard bent. I'm trying to find my own way, but I can't cause I haven't learned. But that's the whole point of life, you can't really learn. You gotta figure out in the very moment that you are alive, that you gotta figure out that inside is that all that matters. You gotta understand that it's all part of a bigger problem, this universal technology. It seems like we cannot see cause there are too many things in the way, just so many ideologies. That's why they killed Socrates, cause he didn't agree with the gods of his nation. He proposed there were different things. You gotta focus your mind on different things, different ways to sing, but it seems that'll bring division. So no one wants to get spiritual. Drinking hemlock, man. Yeah, I guess this is a lot easier with two people, cause if there's two people, you can just bounce ideas off each other. Otherwise, you kind of get stuck in a pattern, and then to break free, you need a kind of a break. Yeah. Like I feel bad just speaking over it, man. I feel like I have to like rhyme. I'm just gonna go off the top. Gonna know that I have a topic to talk about. but it's really not coming to mind. Maybe if I float on this river I will find where I need to be in the stone that I'm in, but it seems like I can't ever really own this skin that I'm in. Insane. Gotta figure out another way to bring it back to a place where I never knew. Gotta come back before I suck in this stew I just brew inside my own head. Gotta figure out another way to get off my own bread, the one I make in my head. It's okay, just gotta do it less often as I come back to the mathematics behind my own sequential differential behind my brain. I mean, I'm trying to just understand the way I frame my pain. Not really sure, trying to do it better, but it seems like at times I just get stuck under the weather. But it's okay, gotta come out smoother, but it seems like that won't do here. I gotta be more purposeful, but it seems like that is not worthwhile on the microphone. As I rhyme, gotta figure out brand new lines every time, and it's kind of hard, so I'd rather just play my part, just moving with my mouth, just creating sound so I can see with motion. But underneath that commotion is me just struggling to find a grasp of the string. I mean to bring some sense of meaning to this whole point. I might just lose myself, but it seems like I'm really trying hard, but it might not show on the surface, but below it's this whole conundrum of how do I bring out what I want to over this beat that sounds so sweet and still sounds sweet as it. It's a confusing thought, a paradox behind what I have left behind and what I hope to achieve. I mean, it's my dreams, but I'm just trying to make believe in my own head as I move, think quick, but it seems like I can't. At times I'm just moving along as I try and surmise what it means to be alive. Alright, I'm gonna stop this right out. I feel the live might be better simply because there is the songs varies. There are some good songs and not so good songs, and so I can break up my rhymes or my frames of ideas more naturally. Otherwise, when all the songs are good, I just feel like I need to rap all of them, and then it's all the same rap, you know. I guess that's something to improve upon. Well, hopefully in the future. Future's now, but there's no dialogue. Listening to that curtain call, but really I have my back up against the wall as I look outside, trying to find what I wanted to say. I was trying to talk about my rhymes in delay, but then I switch it up so I'm okay as I move through the flow, as I just move on, trying to figure out how to move on. Back to topic I was talking about, Lisa Barrett and her new theory of how we create emotion. It's a theory of cognition put into a new spectrum. How we think it's a prediction. Our brains trying to assume always what we will feel when we're confronted with what we see in the present moment. That's why sometimes when you enter spaces feel a certain way in the crazy. I meant to say, gotta figure out another way to be, but I have no way to see on my own ideologies, my own presumptions and assumptions. It seems like we all living in conundrums because we can't let go of what we know. See, our eyes, the part of a brain that processes assume that we see reality the way it's meant to be, when really it's another way to look. Gotta figure out reading another book. We gotta use that knowledge in time, put it into perspective so we can live with it better. Not do what we did yesterday, but in fact get better. That's how it goes, and I hope this new flow is how I need to move on. The new groove as it's on. It's cut and core. Yeah. Yeah. See, I guess that's the way I need to do it. You know, same but different, or different but same. You know. So that was the theory of the new theory of emotions. That our brain's a cognitive prediction machine. It's always trying to predict how you'll feel. And so that's why you kind of tend to spiral, as in the first time you look at something, your mood might be down, but if you just frame it a little different, your mood might pick up. And now every time you hear this sound, you'll be like, yo, that's what's up. That's how I feel in my mind every time I look up. That bright sunshine that beautifies everything. When I look outside, it's that beautiful pickup. I mean, that mood's by Jasper, trying to just gasp for breath as I just move quick with it. Not really sure if I'm getting it, but I'm just waiting over this melody, trying to do better, you see. But I just was sidelined by this. Amen. See, I was waiting for the beat to come back, so I don't really have to attack it in ways I don't understand. It might move, it might just groove on, okay. That mood pick up, I'm never gonna give up. Just know that I flow better than ever, so I can just go off the top. That's now I know it'll drop cool. And that's that rhythm, trying to bridge this schism, trying to live in my own head as I move to the 1-2 step. Trying to be free every time I move, but it seems like I'm just stuck within me. The boundaries that my mind creates of what it expects me to do, expects me to feel. And that's not okay, but it's real. So I just got to overcome what I think I understand about how I run. Cause I don't really understand anything. I'm just trying to do what I know how. But it seems like what it is about breaking through the contradiction, so I can find something new. You'll say. Yeah, and so that was I think one of the most powerful theories, especially coupled with the one on how, you know, what it means to learn. And that was, I feel like it hit me like, or the way I read it was, it came across the ideas kind of like one after the other. And so after, you know, the first concept of what it means to learn, that redefined, you know, what it means to learn by Krishnamurti, then I discovered, you know, this new research by Lisa Barrett, and a whole idea of like how our brain creates emotion. And it was like, it was very serendipitous in the sense that like, it was like, oh shit, this is a definite way of like, how do I use this to like, it goes against what I assumed. Because I assumed, you know, like, I mean, I was just a certain way, I just feel a certain way, I just feel down sometimes. I was not sure, like, oh shit, how do you break free from that, you know? I mean, you can think like, oh, you shouldn't feel down, I mean, shit, man, it's good, like, why are you feeling down? But like, you're feeling down like that doesn't really help. But like, when you have like insight in terms of like, so your brain's just predicting that you will feel down because you were feeling down in this place before. I mean, you should be feeling down in this place again, like nothing should really change between now and then. And so your brain just perpetuates the idea. And when you realize that's something that it's how your brain is doing it and or wired to do it, then you notice you can look at other things, what the future might bring. The present doesn't hold. That's how you grow old. And everything else stays new with that cool blue. Living in the rainforest, it's the whole ecosystem of life, just manifesting in a surprise. This is even your own gut. You might feel under a rut, but really it's a whole host of bacteria that's creating your neurochemicals that affect the way your brain works. That's another trippy idea. I mean, how do you really know where yourself ends and what you're feeding? Yeah, you gotta see. It might be your food, it might be how you look at life, but you know that to survive or even to thrive, you gotta look past what you know. Maybe come with a brand new flow. I just know that every time I roll, I gotta do better. That's why I got my mind through in no sweater, cause I live in the tropics, so I shouldn't really be bothered by cold weather. But it seems at nights I shiver, cause it seems like even though I put new arrows in my quiver, I haven't got my bow, so I just fall down. Don't really know how to come around. Shoot those arrows at targets I see, but really I notice I'm just fracturing me. Waiting for the beat, waiting for the snare to hit, so I can just know that I landed that rhyme line in time. I gotta figure out how to do this again at times. I might break free from now, I might just have to come down, but it seems like nothing really happening all along. It's like, yo, oh my God, I just do what I can, but it seems like I can never rise above what I think I am. That's why I got to change the whole perspective. It may be eclectic the way I switch my rhythm and flow. All it is I know is that I gotta go off the top, and that's how I rock. It's that natural identity, overcoming my perception of reality as I flow on so sweetly as I think about how I can be not meek, but another way to be next week. As I look for what I seek and find it in front of me, staring at life so beautiful. Maybe it's another way, but it's crucial. Yo, 50 minutes, man. Man. And I know who you are, who is watching still, but you have my full appreciation. Much love. Yeah. Hopefully, let's see, have we covered? I think we covered Lisa Barrett quite a bit. We touched on another thing about emotions of the God, that concept. So I guess in terms of influential, I mean, if you look away from ideas, maybe
maybe go and with other people. I guess influential mostly would be people podcasting. So obviously, I mean Joe Rogan and Dr. Ginger Campbell is the Brain Science podcast, wild podcast. And let's see, Duncan Trussell, Hardcore History, Dan Carlin, and Martin Maid, which is by Daryl Cooper. And yeah, both of which are wild historical podcasts. And they frame history in a way that, unfortunately they don't teach. Because history isn't about the times, and it's not about the dates and the I'm out of words. It's not about the facts, or like the raw facts. It's about the interplay of facts, and how that interplay, that human interplay, just never changes. So it's the story of ourselves. It's like past continuous. It's not past and that's it. That positive vibe that I'm trying to get on, so I can see within inside where I'm moving. As I sing this song, gotta use my memory to create a time and place that I can be so free. But it seems like no one is giving in to the real thing. Gotta figure out how to get within. But it seems in my own mind I've had so much of inspiration of others from around me, not just bound geographically, but really, since we're all connected by this internet, it seems like we can now get without retrospective of others that aren't around us. But it seems like we can't call them brothers, cause they're on the same quest to understand exactly how to live life better. Cause no one's really trying to think twice, they're just trying to just do what's right sometimes. And it's just so cool when you notice that there's some others that aren't really giving up and playing the fool. Like the people that you notice around you, they're trying to overcome their own barriers, even though it might not be the same as you. The struggle is real, and that's where you feel. Feel from your memories. How to hold a conversation, how to empathetically understand that another one's reality is in fact your very own. Even though you're bound by your skin, you gotta break free from these walls within and connect serendipitously. That's when you notice that the whole eulogy of the planet is really your own. How they react is just another way that you might, if you live through the strife. Gotta recognize that flight, so you don't judge too hard when you really think you know better. But that's just a part of your whole circumstance. That's really not your choice. You gotta figure out how to voice your concern without really being perturbed by what you think you might have to do. I mean, that's how I come through so easily and so confused at times. Oh man. Jinxed it. Alright. You'll get into this. I mean, it says there's a couple of concurrent viewers. I don't think it's me. Is it? Well, I don't think it's me. by B-side. Vision that I see in my mind, the division that I create with my ideas that I'm living in. Got to find a way to break free from them so I can see that this whole present life is not really part of my own strife. It's something that's been brought on by centuries of people thinking this is the way it is, but it doesn't have to be. Just trying to make believe when it all really seems like it just bursting at the surface. Got another purpose so I can go with the flow that I never knew I could create. It works at times, don't hesitate. That's how I just do it in my mind so eloquently, so I can see a future that has both you and me living at peace without just being consumed by these ideas that they throw at us, trying to divide us till we just break so easily. That's not the way it was supposed to be. The people that constructed this whole technological internet, I mean this whole construction of purpose. Gotta figure out what your worth is if you wanna come on. Gotta figure out how to keep this humdrum, this focus in mind. But I focus with my time, gotta figure out a rhyme, but I don't, so I just know that I just can be the GOAT if I just keep on practicing. Gotta figure out how to way to stop acting and just be me, not on a stage but with no concern about my wage, cause I know that whatever I do I'll be okay. Okay, gotta figure out. Let's see. Ideas. Hold up. Sorry about that. We are back. Though I don't know for how long. Cause yeah, I feel I maybe should I know this is freestyle, but maybe I should have practiced a bit more. As in like just have my thoughts more collected. Cause honestly I'm a bit drawn a blank. This does not help, which does not help when you need to keep spitting, you know. Maybe it does, but like, I mean, if you want to spit with purpose, ideally, you know, you should be blank to a certain level. I mean, there's a trick in this where I notice it helps when, I don't know if anyone's interested in freestyling, it helps when once you start practicing and have an idea of how to put words together in real time, you know, and not worry about like, oh my god, am I gonna rhyme? Then how do you get better? And how do you just be more diverse with what you're saying and the words that you're using to say it? And I feel like that comes from just trying to do it fast, because doing it fast is hard. And if you can freestyle over some like grime beats, then like, you know, like something at like 140, you know, like even 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, you can come back down to 100 or 80, and then you can just like, yeah,
figure out what I need to do, but I'll never know how it's gonna come out, cause the day is just starting. Even though it's 1:30 in the afternoon, the time and place I'm in, but I woke up a bit late, so I'm not giving in. Gotta go past the night so I can just be me with. Gotta figure out another way to get with, but it's like at times I can't. I just gotta figure out another way to move past what I've already done, but I have become me in the real time. Gotta figure out a new line, but I can't, so I just move past. But I don't really have that much gas left in the tank. Gotta stop at a shed, but no one's putting that petrol in my mind. They just know that I can't really use the fuel well proper. Gotta figure out another way to drop it. Gotta take my mind for a service, but there's so many social prejudices that it seems like I can't move past it, even in myself, cause I live in the perception of others, and that's how I do bother myself when I just rob my own chance of getting better, cause I don't really do better living life stressful, but it seems like I can just miss full. It's been on an hour already, not really sure, but I keep it steady on the slam, but I know that grind will help me overcome my survival inside. In time with the rhyme, gotta figure out that early morning I'm still yawning, cause I can't face the fact, but I really don't know how to act. The very moment that I'm not trying to hold it.
I don't think I did a good example. That might be an example of how not to do it. Like what I was saying before, how when you don't do it, you kind of get thrown around the same idea. But yeah, idea, I think, at least at the place I'm in now, how I need to get better is be able to create sparks of ideas of where I want to take the rhyme, and not think about the rhymes at all, but just like have the rhymes come out and just like have the sparks guide the rhymes, and just I feel that would be the way forward. Yeah. All right, it's been an hour. I mean, when I started, I figured like I will aim for an hour. Hopefully next week we can break these ideas some more down, and I will have a bit more time to think about, more ideas and people that have inspired. And then we'll have a discussion. We'll have an actual cipher instead of the freestyle session by one dude. We can hopefully bounce ideas back and forth, and there'll be a lot more. It'll be a lot more rich in conversation. So this is one way. All right. Thank you for tuning in. It's been the 6th episode of Cypher. Hopefully we will get new guests. Don't worry, we're just starting off. So we'll get new guests. If you do know anyone who knows how to freestyle and would be interested in doing something like this, connect them. We'd love to chat with them, freestyle with them, cypher with them. You know what it is. All right, much love. Thank you for tuning in. And peace. This is Clockwork by Philanthrope. Peace, y'all. Damn, dude. This background removal is cutting my hair. It's trying to do a piece of it, but never mind. I'll just mind my own. You mind your own. And hopefully, come next time, share your own ideas, what are ideas that have, changed your life, that have inspired you, redirected the course of, how you think. Let us know. It doesn't have to be in the form of the rhyme even, This rhyme is, I guess, just a gimmick to get the ideas across. So, give the ideas, let's that is what it is, you know. You don't really need the rhymes. Rhymes are like the flavor. Really, you need like the food to eat. No, can't survive on chilies. All right, I'm out. Thank you for joining. We'll stop ranting or going on. Peace.